The season's off to a great start, and Blizzard has already dropped information about 11.1.5. That's right, we have patch notes for the next patch, and a bunch of ways to quickly get gear. I'll dabble in those real quick, and then we'll dive straight to the patch notes. So without further ado, let's get into this. Here we go. Oh, what is this? You're watching the news? No, you're not. You're watching a fucking ad by me. The Iron Sky Reaver is a mount that was discontinued back in, God knows what, 2023. Now, it's back just from me. I'm giving it away. This week, this Friday, I'm announcing the winner. To enter, all you gotta do is watch 1 hour of my shitty-ass stream to get 1 point to enter into the giveaway. Every hour beyond that is another point you can use. Build up your time, get into the damn giveaway, and get yourself the discontinued Iron Sky Reaver mount. People who are subbed to the stream get an extra 5 entries, but you don't have to be subbed. Get in here and get this shit for free. I'm live, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. World First Gallywix race is over. That's it. The race to World First is over, boys. Evidently, a group of newly formed boosted characters and gray gear used exploits to kill King Gallywix. That's right, and they actually ended up on the chart for the people who finally killed it. Yeah, so that's right. It's over, guys. The race to World First is done. You can stop watching it. It's done. No, seriously, they got an exploit in. They even somehow killed Gallywix before killing the boss prior to him to get into the Gallywix room. So clearly an exploit. Blizzard went back, banned those accounts, and fixed the exploit a little bit, deleted them from the list of race to World First. So this has happened before. This isn't the first time this has happened, but it is always funny to see when a group of hackers essentially figure out a way to exploit a boss and essentially kind of stifle the race to World First for a little bit there. It was all over social media yesterday if you were keeping up with it. But yes, those guys are gone, and the race to World First does continue. So far, nobody is, I believe, on even Gallywix just yet. I didn't watch it yesterday, but usually it takes a lot longer than that. Right now, a lot of the guilds, the big guys like Echo and that, are currently, gathering up gear from all the different difficulties to try to get ready to actually start pulling on Gallywix and the bosses prior to him. The Godfather of Undermine boss is now, he's alive, right? You got to go and kill the world boss. So make sure you're doing that. That is a easy way to get some 642 eye level gear. I'm going to give you a couple ways to get some quick gear here. This is one of them. Killing him every single week will guarantee you a 642 piece of item level gear for your first kill. Okay, so getting that first kill is important here. I believe this is Warband bound, so yeah, it's a Warband bound until equipped. So this is just for all of your account across the board. No matter which character you kill him on, you get 1 kill, 642 item level, so make sure you do that. The Motherlode Dungeon currently is offering a world quest that'll give you 636 champion gear. That's right, there is a world quest out there right now in Zandalar that'll give you a piece of 636 champion track gear. Now, you can do this on any difficulty, but you can also run it on Mythic Plus if you want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get that out of the way and get yourself the 636 piece of gear. But another quick way to earn a piece of gear. Between these two, I mean, you're getting 2 pieces of nice gear. Earn free Delve Cosmetics. Not necessarily an item level boost here, but you do get a quest for starting Undermine Delves here for Season 2. And you can basically get a, what is this, Surf in the Reno. What the fuck is this? Hold on. You get the Delver's Starter Kit and the Delver's Cosmetic Surprise Bag. And in that surprise bag, you can get yourself 2 pieces. Yeah, the 2 pieces of end of season track gear for the final, from the last season. And these are different cosmetics you can get here. A few of them are right here. These were available in the previous season, and you can now get them via this bag from this season. Now, it's you and your luck what you get. Obviously, it's a loot bag, so you have to see what you're going to get. But a few of these are pretty cool, actually. Some of these were nice little cosmetics for the end of the season last season. So I see Blizzard kind of, throwing some of these back to the players' way this year. Sojourners of Undermine now available. That's right, this is the achievement you get for finishing out the story. So once you kill Chrome King Gallywix on any difficulty, including story mode, which will open up next week, you can get the achievement for finishing out the quest line or the storyline for Undermine. So once he's dead, you go finish that out. You'll get this cloak, actually, and you'll also receive the ability to unlock the Dark Fuse Solutions reputation. If you don't know who these guys are, they are the 5th cartel to unlock in Undermine. You can go ahead and get started on that once you finished out Chrome King Gallywix and finish the storyline. You'll find a little letter for you sitting in the Incontinental Hotel here. You'll pick this up, take you on a little quest chain where you'll unlock the ability to finally get reputation for these guys. There's a bunch of rewards to be had from them, more specifically. And the coolest of them all is probably the Dark Fuse Demolisher, which is a badass looking red and black mount. Who wouldn't want this thing? It is powered by the blood of the old gods. That's right. So getting in there, getting that stuff done, finishing out that reputation bar will give you a pretty damn cool mount that you'll be able to purchase. And finally, last but not least here, 11.1.5, guys. It's already starting. Yes, we just started with this patch, but it's time to look ahead. So we already know this patch is going to be dropping, what is it here? 11.1.5. Early spring is when we're going to expect this one to drop. And Blizzard gave us a ton of patch notes yesterday, including a really cool new challenge mode. So let's get into this. 11.1.5 content update is making its way to the PTR and brings some new changes and additions that will roll out in this week's after the release of the content update. So defend the Arathi in the Nightfall scenario. So a new scenario for open world scenario for people to play through. Players will take up arms besides a new faction, Flames Radiance, to defend the Arathi against the Suriki forces following the defeat of Queen Ansarek. This faction consists of volunteer militia leaders led by the veteran Thaled Pyromaker. And Milton Wildebrom. I don't know who makes these names. As you rise through the ranks, you will earn up to 10 levels of renown and unlock new rewards. Alongside the Flames Radiance, players will be able to split between task forces within the Nightfall public scenario to clear the battlefield and push back the Suriki. You'll also be able to strike back against the Suriki forces throughout Hallowfall and Ashkahet to continue to earn renown and rewards with additional quests and activities between the scenarios. So probably some really cool cosmetics to be gotten from this thing. A few rewards, maybe most likely catch-up gear. That's what you're going to find on a renown track. But some pretty cool stuff probably will be made available to us. Players can expect a variety of rewards taking part in the scenario and quests, including new armor sets, a tabard, and that will update visually as you progress through the ranks of the Flames Radiance. Oh, that's pretty damn cool. A tabard that changes as you advance through the ranks, so you'll be able to tell somebody's exalted based on their tabard. That's a new thing. Weapons and new color variations, and a new Delver's dirigible variation there. So that's pretty cool, and more as ranks increase. You can also expect to earn buffs, which will help you become stronger while in Hallowfall and Ashkahet. Pretty cool, so becoming more godlike as you're in those zones there. This is the really, really cool one. The Dastardly Duos. This is like some kind of new challenge mode here. Later in the patch cycle, players will be able to experience a new 6-week event, providing a variety of cosmetics and toys, and even some dungeon items based on bosses you encounter. Vinny Sweat's showrunner and the announcer is promoting Dastardly Duos, where players can step up to take on animatronic versions of past bosses, gaining power-ups and striving for higher and higher scores for bragging rights. So this is something you can just push higher and higher as you get into it, getting as high of a score as you possibly can. So this is repeatable content here. You and your party, so evidently this is something you can group up, fight 2 or more bosses at a time to rack up your highest score. There will be 3 hubs of Dastardly Duos that you can go and visit to get this stuff started, in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, and Dornogal. With Vinny Sweats, while Vinny Sweats is running the show, you'll need to speak to Ziggy Moru to queue up for the fight of in the Dastardly Dome. A visit to Woden, the troll servant vendor, will also get you across over the weeks to some additional power-ups or items that can help you in the fight. So getting stronger, maybe some, this sounds kind of like some, I mean, I hate to reference it, but some Torghast power-ups. Maybe you're going to keep getting stronger, get some interesting powers, be able to go kind of god mode on some of these bosses. We're fighting 2 bosses at once here, so you're probably going to need some power-ups to get through this stuff. That's what this kind of sounds like. In week 1, there will be 4 bosses made available to fight. Each week thereafter, additional bosses will be added up for a total of 10 total bosses to face. Earning specific achievements will also provide additional game effects from them within the Dastardly Duo. Earning points from the kills, damage done, and much more. Rack up a higher score with your party for bragging rights to see how far you can go. So this actually really sounds like some really cool repeatable content here. As I said, bragging rights involved, maybe some Mage Tower / Torghast-esque stuff, but this is a boss fight specifically, so you're not fighting random mobs, you're going straight into this. So this kind of sounds like a love child between Zekvir and Torghast, I guess is the best way to describe it. A big boss fight where you're getting power-ups and becoming stronger and pushing deeper and faster. Yeah, deeper and faster, always a good thing. We'll see how this thing plays out, but it sounds pretty cool, like good repeatable content. Another piece of repeatable content, Horrific Visions Revisited. That's right, we already knew this was coming. Return to Zot's Corrupted Visions and Stormwind and Orgrimmar, completing objectives and taking on challenges within. As you make your way through these encounters, You'll need to maintain your sanity and or ultimately fail. You will be able to go it alone and create a party with your allies to join you. Players who want to experience horrific visions alone or need additional help, a helping hand in their party, will also be able to invite a construct of the Soridium companion to join them. Oh, so we got like a brand companion. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you're going to be able to have like a brand Bronzebeard kind of guy, kind of like what we have in Delves, but he'll be able to run horrific visions with you. This follower will be able to tank, DPS, and heal. Yes, so it's a brand. You're going to get a brand for... This is pretty cool, actually. This should help a lot of people who play different classes and specs, because we remember back when Horrific Visions came out, some people had to respec just to be able to run them, because sometimes running it as a healer or something wasn't the best idea. Or if you wanted to run it as a healer, you needed to do it in group content. This is pretty cool, though, getting a brand basically to help you out. For players looking for a bigger challenge, you'll be able to activate higher difficulties of play for additional gear up to heroic difficulty items appropriate to your level. So there you go, another way to gear out besides Delves, besides Mythic Plus, besides rating, besides world content. Blizzard just keeps us giving us more ways to gear out here. Horrific Vision masks are also returning, including Mask of Pain, Mask of Dark Imagination, Mask of Long Time, Mask of the Burning Bridge, and Mask of the Daredevil. Okay, that sounds fine. 3 additional new masks will be added to discover and conquer as well. So if you remember these masks, you pick them up and they would create, more difficulty, different scenarios to play through in these things, creating more replayability and also giving you the chance to get some different, I think it was items or achievements. I forgot what you got out of the masks, but there were some things to be had from getting those. A new currency to collect as well becomes available to spend at the vendor for previous rewards. Displace corrupted mementos. Players will be able to earn these new rewards from Horrific Visions, such as mounts, toys, transmogs, weapon enchants, and more. So weapon enchants, that actually sounds good. This sounds fine. A new... there was a lot of transmog to be had from the last time we had Horrific Visions. You guys remember the backpack and everything else you could get? So yes, a new, basically, currency coming with that. No surprise there. We always get a new currency every time we get a freaking new patch in this game. Whether you're playing a new max level, alternate character, or experiencing it for the first time, you can experience this content shortly after the 11.1.5 update. And then finally here, we're going to get some UI updates. It looks like we're implementing new UI updates, introducing a cooldown manager. Oh, wow, that's a nice... So another add-on you can delete. Perfect. Every time Blizzard introduces something new where it allows it to delete an add-on, I'm happy about that. This allows players to get back on track, their ability cooldowns. This additional functionality can be personalized through the edit mode within the UI. We'll share more details as the scheduled content here gets closer. We look forward to seeing you in the PTR. Very cool. I saw a video for an alt to skip after finishing 4 to 5 chapters. The 6th one has to kill the final boss. That's right, after you kill Gallywix, if you're wondering about the chapters and stuff, you can skip the story on your alts and stuff like that, if that's what you're getting at there. This sounds very cool. Can't wait to get more 11.1.5 news. Blizzard's moving fast. They're keeping up with the patch cadence, which is really good. And that is all currently in terms of news.